Hi there and welcome to Bustthenet. Yes, these are the Kingstonian Diaries. We are in the Premiership. It's our first season. And normally I do like 5 or 6 shows between games, but I was thinking about it and the fact is I think the first season of the Premiership is one of the hardest, and it's very easy to fall into a relegation dogfight. So what do you do? I mean, what have I done to put ourselves in a position where we want to try and survive the first season? And if possible, because my goal is always survive first, find some way of playing where you make it harder for the AI to score or the opposition to score, and try and leverage on some of your strengths. So what we did in the preseason was we went out to get some players, and we let some of our players go. I mean, Robbie McKenzie, these guys like Jonathan Muleba, doesn't have a place in our team. And we went out and we signed players like Chris O'Donnell. Like, I needed somebody. The key here is to make yourself, find some way to give yourself options. And we needed kind of like a playmaker. Did here the problem with Chris O'Donnell is he's off the ball is not very good, so I don't really expect him to play a big part in transitions going forward. But his passing is okay, his decisions are alright. The average is one of the only. I mean, we can't go out there and buy the best players. I mean, we also went after all the teams that got relegated like Wigan, and he just took two of their central defenders, Johnny Byrne and Stefan O'Connor. So this is a huge part of how I play. I will go after clubs that are on the way down and pick their players up. Rob Hall from Doncaster, we spent 1.2 million on him, but after paying all that money, I'm still trying to see how I'm going to fit him into my side. He plays really well if I were to play a 4-3-3, right, or a 4-2-3-1, or any kind of a system where I'm using somebody out wide, because honestly the only thing it brings to me is being out wide and able to deliver across. That was the rationale I had when I first signed him. Sam Johnston, without a doubt, goalkeeper. Damien Phelan from Nottingham Forest as a striker. We signed him, and I want to play him. I haven't really been playing him. Jason Cummings, I signed him as a striker. I went out there, got a few strikers. I couldn't, it was like, okay, we need to get players options, and Callum Higgins. So option A, I can go for 3 strikers. I can go for a configuration like a 4-3-1-2 or 4-2-3-1, but it's so difficult to come up with a plan. In preseason, I tried these things out. I had so many matches in preseason. Just look at the number of preseason friendlies I had, just to try different systems to see how we do. After a while, I kind of settled on a few, like a 4-3-1-2 and the King's Hydra, and also a 5-2-5. Basically, in the game against Liverpool, I didn't play with 3 strikers. This doesn't really work for us. I tried it out. We just got slapped a few times across the face, especially against Man City. Man City, we lost this game 4-2. I mean, it was a massive defeat. We went in with a system like this. Man City were just too good for us. Then in the next game, I decided, okay, fine. A lot of these teams, they play with wide players, and honestly, if you look at my squad and you look at the players who are sitting on the flanks, like Kevin O'Connor, a 12 for tackling, positioning is 12. Acceleration, balance, bravery, not that fantastic. Numbers just don't scream out. He's great. Then I got this guy Vovoda. His positioning is only 12, 11. This is like below average numbers. I got Dimitri Cavare. He's an international for Guadalupe. These are the kind of internationals I can bring to Kingstonian. You play for Guadalupe, you might as well come and play for me. Yeah, I should even go to Singapore and Malaysia and pick up the internationals. I think they are the only internationals that come to me. Other than that, everybody else is just looking at me going, what the hell are we going to do play for you? So he's not too bad. He was a good signing, but so far I haven't really put him in. Jonathan Denzel, or Denzel. This is Denzel. Okay, not Denzel, it's Denzel. Nice name there. Okay, he's a central defender. Jumping rate 16, very good in the air. Low numbers for bravery. Something that for defenders, sometimes you want them to have some bravery. You want them to be able to go in and pull off a challenge. But very quickly, what happened against Liverpool? I decided here we were gonna go with a wide 4-1-3-2. This has to be one of the more epic matches I've played this season. Liverpool started out with a 4-2-4. Within the first 20 minutes, we scored 2 goals. Not because of this configuration. Yeah, one of them was because of the fact that they're playing a 4-2-4. Our first goal was really nice, um, and we were kind of lucky in the sense that Liverpool, well, they came with a 4-2-4, then they changed to a 4-2-3-1. But the first 2 goals, good work. You can see we are playing wide to counteract against their 2 players, and then we scored our first goal. Callum Higgins laying it up for Ashley Pope. I'm still using him. Our second goal came from a throw-in. We scored a goal there. We leading by 2 goals, and then Liverpool come back with their 4-2-4. Burn unfortunately clears it right into the path of Harry Winks. It's 2-1 right now, and then they have a throw from Alex Pinto to Jovic inside the box. Nothing we can do, and lands at Harry Winks again. I know he playing for Liverpool, and then this was the 94th minute, and Pope fires it in from the edge of the box. We were lucky because Liverpool ended up having so many players injured in this game. You look at their injuries. Oh no, this is Man City. Sorry, Liverpool. They lost a few players. Joel Matip, 73rd minute. These guys go off. Then Sadio Mane. Then Jovic. I mean, Jovic was the first. Then they got these 2 players, and then I think Jovic wasn't injured. This is a tactical substitution. Then 2 injuries. These don't even look like injuries. I don't know what happened. The AI decided 73rd minute. Yes, this is what actually happened. See, I'm taking a bit of time to figure this out. 62nd minute tactical substitution. Then they make another tactical substitution with Joel Matip and Chagas, and then they lose Sadio Mane. And they kept with Harry Winks throughout the game. I mean, 68%, that's okay. He did play fantastically well in this game. But we got our win 3-2. Now, we're playing against... So the goal here is for me to share with you guys, right? I mean, it's kind of important to, like... I guess you guys are more interested in the early stages of a Premiership campaign. Like, how do I survive? Then... when, every 5 to 10 games and here, okay, I got 4 wins on the trot, whatever, it doesn't sound very helpful. So here, I'm going to be preparing for this game. Control Fluid is what the Tottenham are going to be playing, which is kind of disastrous for me in a sense, because they've got like 3 guys against my 4-1-3-2. They got 2 wing backs. These complete wing backs tend to roam, right? So they could sit narrow, they could go wide. They're playing Control Fluid, so quite a few players are going to be in transition. What I have going for me is 2 strikers. You see, this is the thing I want to do. I want to play with 2 strikers in our setup, and hoping that this would work for us. Now, as you can see, I have played. Phelan is injured, so he won't be available. Then we got Emmanuel Torre, who's been signed on loan from. I can't remember where he comes from, but I think he comes from Arsenal. We got Robbie McKenzie is on loan, and then we got Phil Fotheringham, who's on loan from Crystal Palace as well. So we'll put both the loan signees. Marcus Bettinelli was my first choice keeper. He's injured. He's going to be out for a while, right? 2 to 4 months. Big bad news for us. And so this is how we're going to line up. Darren Sweeney still won't get a chance to play, but these are the players that are going to head down for the match against Tottenham Hotspur tomorrow. Well, hopefully you don't get any injuries between now and then. This is going to be a very interesting situation because, as you can see, one of the things here is we lose possession middle third central. This is where we lose a lot of the possession, and I'm going to be looking very closely at how our halfback plays the game for this one, because Spurs are playing with a trident here. So if they are able to work these 3 guys really well into scoring positions, and if Heinemann gets too far up, there will have to be a change. Cummins to Higgins to Kyle Norton. So this is where I start watching. Oops. And this is one of those crazy matches where a team like one of our the teams that we are facing has got quite a number of players on 75%, 82, 78. I'm going to have to be patient in this game. I'm going to have to... Oh, this is not looking good. We are giving up a lot of possession close to this area of the pitch. Come on, halfback. Show me what you can do. The halfback is there to help us recycle possession from the back, right? But if he... O'Donnell... Okay, he's doing well to put pressure on them. Halfback, where are you? I'm actually looking for my halfback. Bryce. Okay. To Norton. To Vovoda. To Braley. So I'm looking at a halfback, and I'm very worried about how Ramadan is. All right. That's all I needed to see. Structured opposition instructions. Where's Ramadan? Close down. Tackle. Weak foot and tackle harder. Ramadan is... if he gets too much space, then we have to do something about it. This is Ramadan number 6. Simeone again to Harry Kane. Dele Alli to Simeone. Plays it out to Bernard. Bernard, great challenge. All right, we're going to change the halfback to a defensive midfielder on defense. I think I just saw DLP on defense, which is a mistake. Defensive midfielder on defense. Ramadan blocked because I want to have a more aggressive defensive midfielder than a halfback. Heinemann cleared. It's a penalty. No, we have given a penalty away. Simeone. Great save from Sam Johnston. Andre Gomez into the box. Harry Kane, O'Donnell. It's Ramadan again inside the box. Ooh, this early pressure is not good for my heart. Andre Gomez and Carl Norton holds on to the ball. Ashley Pope plays it to Callum Higgins. Goes to try and play the through pass for O'Donnell. Here we go. Andre Gomez with the throw again. Cummins. Oh, well, the idea was there. But not. Oh, they win the ball back. He gets it out to Pope. Pope is offside. We're hoping that the change puts a bit more pressure on this Ramadan Sobi. Sam Johnston with a really dangerous free kick. Goal kick, rather. Whatever you want to call it. It's a free kick, actually. Okay, Vovoda with the throw. To O'Donnell. To O'Connor. To Cummins. Yeah! Cummins! Oh my God, what a name. I'm coming. What a goal from Jason Cummins. Oh, O'Connor Cummins. Oh, coming. I'm a coming round the mountain when I come. Oh, Bernard. To Harry Kane. We've been given the lead by Jason Cummins. Sam Johnston, I can't help myself. Oh, big boot there. Andre Gomez to Coronel to Ramadan to Simeone to Andre Gomez. Ramadan. Oh, yes. The defensive midfielder change has been the right one. Higgins to Norton. Out to Pope. Pope cross the ball. They cross the ball. Oh, come. Higgins misses. Okay, this is looking good so far. This is what we wanted to see. Harry Kane to Ramadan. He feeds Simeone. And it's a penalty. Another penalty. We can't save 2 in a row, can we? We can't save 2 in a row. This weight is killing me. Harry Kane is never gonna miss. Okay, so that's it. It's Kingstonian 1, Spurs 1. The initial excitement has been dampened somewhat by a harsh reality. Pope to O'Donnell to Vovoda to Kyle Norton. Kyle Norton finds Jason Cummins. Cummins O'Connell, Price. This is going to... Oh, but we are on site. Norton to Vovoda. Norton doesn't have the acceleration anymore to do that. Harry Kane out to Simeone. Heinemann into the side netting. Okay, so Kavari can come on for Norton actually, but Norton is at 6.9, so taking him off is a huge risk. But the player can take off is Ashley Pope and bring on Phil Fotheringham. All right, 1-1 is still a respectable scoreline. Okay, now tactics. Norton, Fotheringham for Ashley Pope. Team talk. Let's go, boys. Simeone to Dembele. To Dele Alli. To Harry Kane. On to Heinemann. Simeone, offside. I'm just seeing whether I have any options to take Johnny Bernard. I actually got Dominic Ball in, but he's injured. So Jonathan Denzel was great in the championship, but now in the Premiership, he's just not good enough. Mentally, he's just not ready for the Premiership. Jacob Davenport is okay as a midfielder. I will probably bring him on if we are nursing a lead, and I want to bring on a player who can tackle on the left flank. Then Davenport plays that role. Okay, I think it's time for me to... But I don't want to take off the goal scorer. It makes sense to take him off. I can use a more defensively minded player here. I can take off Kyle Norton. Kyle Norton is playing well. So I just don't know who to take off right now. It's just a mystery to me. Cummins is a scorer. I can't really take him off because he's playing quite well. Higgins, he lost the ball, challenged really well. O'Connor reads that brilliantly to Price. On to Kane. They play. Oh no, this is going to be a goal. You just know it. We just know this is going to be a goal. The way they're moving the ball around, it's going to be a goal. No, it's not. What a surprise. Sam Johnston. The power of negative thinking. Don't say it doesn't work. All right, if we're going into a 4-4-2, Bernard to Andre Gomez. Shoots wild. All right, so we're going to turn you into a fullback on support now. Andre Gomez to Brayley. Brayley to Andre Gomez. To Berto de Silva, to Harry Kane, under pressure, Brayley. The boys are doing a very good job defensively. There's only one other player, so Chris O'Donnell. Come on, who do I take off? This is very annoying because I don't know who to take off. I mean, the logic is, Dominic Ball, but this guy, Johnny Byrne for Dominic Ball, but Dominic Ball is injured, so Kyle Norton is 6.9, Cummins is 8.7, so I can't take both of them off. Ordinarily, I would be thinking of one of these two. Why? Because this guy is not defensively minded, so it gives me a good chance for me to try and hold on to a lead. But Kingstonian 1, Spurs 1, it was not going to be a bad result for us as well. Fotheringham wasn't much of an improvement on Ashley Pope. I need to remember that for the future. Beto da Silva comes charging in. Dembele crossing the ball. Sam Johnston picks that up. In the absence of Marco Battinelli, he has been playing quite well. Callum Higgins out wide. Can he deliver a telling cross? He does. It's to the hands of Loris. With about 2 minutes, we're deep into stoppage now. And Burns plays it to Norton. It's Fotheringham. Fotheringham is away. Fotheringham shoots. Loris makes the save. That is probably the last throw of the dice for us. Cummins into the clears. I'm looking down to see whether it's a penalty. That's all. I'm like, please be a penalty. Well, it took a penalty for Spurs to get back into this game, which I'm actually kind of happy with the way we played. Yes, it's a good result. 1-1 Kingstonian 1, Spurs 1. This is good. This is good. This is the way we roll right now, and it's not too bad. Jason Cummins gave us the lead. We were unfortunate. We actually gave them 2 penalties in this game. We were. Some people might say we were lucky, but well, I think we played quite well defensively because the idea here is to make ourselves hard to beat, and if we look at the analysis, and I tend to do this a lot. I'll go into shots. Okay, then I'll look at Spurs. This is what Spurs had, right? So, okay, let's remove the penalty because that's the only shot that was inside the box. That was a dead ball situation. So, then we look at this. These are all the shots that were wide, okay, off target. They had like 2 shots outside the box, one from a really difficult angle, one from here. This is side netting. This is not a good opportunity. This is kind of far away. This is like probably in this group of shots that are wide, the best one. And if you're looking at all the movement, Dele Alli comes into the box, sets Kane up, and it's not an easy chance. So anyway, we're looking at other shots then. So we remove all the off targets, then we got the saved ones. These are all against the keeper, Jim. So this is a penalty, not a very good one. So this is typically what I do in all my games. I will analyze and I'll go through all these chances to see whether they are half decent. We, on the other hand, we had a few shots off target. We had this 1, 2. This I remember these 2 chances. They weren't that bad. And then we had one more that was saved. So overall, though, I'm happy with our performance. We could have done better, but we are still finding our feet in the Premiership, and it's important to stay in touch and away from the bottom half. We want to be in touch of these guys near the top. See, so we got 17 points. We were 8 points behind Europe, and I think about 9 points away from. Oh, in fact, we're not 10. We're 10 points away from the relegation zone. So we're further away from the relegation zone, and we are slightly closer to Europe. So I'm looking at it this way. So it's a very positive thing. So 17, we're just 8 points behind Europe. That's doable. That is doable. We just have to make sure that we maintain this posture where we make ourselves hard to beat. And if I can make ourselves hard to beat, then it's teams like Burnley, teams like Norwich, Leicester, Stoke, Watford, Wolves. We're gonna go after them. We're gonna try our best. So we got a big game coming up against Burnley very soon. And with some of these players that are injured, I mean, when Marcus Bertinelli, my keeper, got injured, I was depressed. I signed this player. He's out for 2 to 4 months with a hip injury. This is really bad because this is one of the best goalkeepers I could get my hands on. And then we had Damien Phelan, another top striker for us. He was injured, so he's coming back from injury as well. He's been out for a while, so I'm hoping that he gets back. And then we have another option. We have speed for going for us. And well, in the absence of all these players like Ashley Pope they're doing quite well. So I'm happy with how we're doing at the moment. Like, we've got 10 goals from Ashley Pope out of 14 appearances, which isn't so bad. And okay, hopefully things get better. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Kingstonian Diaries, and it's proved useful. The tactic that we're using is a wide 4-1-3-2. The thing about me and lower league tactics, or any team that's deficient in skill, is always to use 2 strikers, because 2 strikers are still good, better than 1 striker. I mean, I will definitely go with 2 striker combinations, and I like the 4-1-3-2 wide. This has a lot of options. I can turn this guy into an inverted winger as well. I haven't done that yet. So these are all things I can do as the season progresses, and we're going to stick to this 4-1-3-2 for a while yet. So if you have any questions, you know the find me. You can always look me on Twitter at Bustthenet or addicted2fm.com, my website. Once again, I'd like to thank all my patrons for the continued support of this channel. You make these kind of shows possible for the rest of the community. You guys take care, have a good one, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.